go full shatter here.
You see me actually, right? Yeah, you gotta get LS. Ready?
Nice.
What year is it, boys?
2017, baby. Was it 2018? Wait, what?
No, that was.
That was like
Is that
17.
long ago?
I think it was 2016 actually.
Yeah, that was
Oh
season
my
2.
God.
But it might have
Season
been- it
2,
was like-
2016.
Yeah, I think it was.
Hey everybody. I find myself in late 2020, some reason or another, playing Overwatch regularly again, and I am very surprised. In previous patches or metas, or historically with Overwatch, it's pretty common. You know, you go through a long queue time, you load up the game, you pit tab, and you take a quick peek at your team comp, and you go, okay, looks like they got double barrier and we don't, or looks like they got Brig and we don't, or looks like they have Roadhog and then we don't. Wow, I guess we lost. GG, or we're screwed. See you later. GG, go next. And in the current patch of Overwatch, I am very happy to report that I don't really do that right now. And that's pretty crazy. It is probably one of the most balanced patches I have seen in Overwatch's history, and I say that as somebody who's been playing since beta. And do note, by the way, I'm talking specifically about ladder play. I'm sure pros will figure out a way to break the game, but it feels like every character on ladder, all the way up to the highest MMR, until about maybe like top 50 or 100 or something, is extremely viable. I mean, hell, Soldier 76 just got buffed this week, and I'm seeing Soldier 76 almost every single game, which is super nostalgic because I haven't seen Soldier 76 regularly played at high MMR since like 2017, back during Triple Tank, and seeing a Nano Visor run at me in 2020 is pretty terrifying. It feels that most team comps I see on the ladder right now are very map specific. So like, for example, I'll play Reaper on Anubis, and then maybe it'll be King's Row, so I'll play Hanzo or Mei. And then maybe we'll go to Hanamura, so I'll play Torb. Or perhaps we'll go to Rialto, and I'll go back to Mei. Or maybe even Pharah on Nepal. There is so many options. And do note, by the way, I'm a DPS player. So I'm talking mostly about my examples there of DPS, but is also true for tanks and supports as well, which is something that historically in Overwatch has not been the case. And this why I think this patch is truly something special. I've seen almost all support duos, including Brigitte, by the way, to be used and very common. I've seen Zen Mercy, I've seen Ana Lucio, I've seen Moira Lucio, I've seen Bap Zen, I have seen, like you name it, I have probably seen it. And this is also true of tanks. For tanks, I've seen Overwatch League players run at me and completely stomp me, by the way. You running double barrier, even though they just got nerfed into the ground. I've seen Winston Zarya. I've seen Ryan Zarya. I've seen Winston Diva. I've seen Sigma Hog. Hammond plus anything in the game because ball is crazy. It feels like in the current patch, anything can work depending on the map and how good you are at playing it and what your teammates can also play to synergize with it. And this is something really, really crazy because historically in Overwatch, as many know, and something I've complained about quite a lot has been you bring the character that's really, really good and not what you're very good at. Rather, it's about picking the right character, not the character you want to play or the one that you're really, really good at. Because that character might be so good or so overpowered that you have to pick them. An example is Brigitte on launch, or Moth Mercy, or Orisa during double barrier, or Orisa Sigma, right? Or more recently, Genji in that 1 month he was OP, or Roadhog in that 1 month he was also super OP. That's usually how Overwatch works, and how it's worked for many years. But I am very, very happy to say that after I have been playing in this current patch for about a month now, so do keep in mind, it is still relatively fresh, but after over a month, we still have not come to that same level of insanity yet. In almost every game, I see a massive hero diversity, and I'm willing to say that it is probably one of the best metas of all time for ladder that I have ever seen since Overwatch beta, and that is crazy. Do note, of course, I'm not saying that it's completely perfect. Like there's some characters that are still like not very good. For example, Bastion will probably always be like niche. McCree, our favorite cowboy, is in kind of a rough spot right now. Same thing with Orisa, as well as also Bap. But for the most part, I've seen almost every other character on a regular basis on ladder, and that's pretty nice. While this current meta is great, I also think it's important to quickly run down what Blizzard has done right in the past year or so to get the game to this incredible state, so that way, when Overwatch 2 launches, whenever that may be, they can do it again. First, Blizzard started experimenting hard. Like, literally, they added the experimental card, which allowed players to give rapid feedback without having to go all the way to PTR, and it allowed Blizzard to also do crazy experiments and not worry about it too much. For example, we got to see that crazy 2CP change, and they also even did an entire season of an experimental change with hero pools. Not being afraid to change crazy things allows them to figure out what's actually wrong. 2 is more frequent balancing. Previously, in 2018 and 2019 especially, their patch cycle was every 30 days, which meant if you didn't get a balance patch, or say there wasn't a change that you liked in that balance patch, you'd have to wait an entire month to get to the next one. Blizzard doubled that in 2020, and they increased it from 1 bounce patch per month to 2 bounce patches per month. 3. This is probably the most important one in my mind. They weren't afraid to nerf characters. AoE sustain historically and death balls have become overly strong, starting with Brigida's launch, otherwise known as power creep, and it took over 20 nerfs for her to get in a good spot. In response, they buffed all the DPS characters in 2018 and 2020. Literally every DPS character except Doomfist and Widow was buffed from 2018 to 2020. This led us to this really awkward position as a game where I personally believe the fundamentals of Overwatch changed from its FPS roots and more into the realm of like WoW Arena, right? We have cooldown based gameplay with our cooldowns being ultimates and tons of burst damage and also shields in our case. And of course, what was the fix? Well, they just nerfed the crap out of everything and they reset the game back to a normal good state. They cannot be afraid to nerf characters in the future, especially as Overwatch 2 will more than likely launch with a ton of new characters that will probably be totally crazy. I mean, let's be honest, it's going to be a totally new game, especially, but in the meantime, though, it is going to be honestly very boring waiting for Overwatch 2's release. But at the very least, we're in this extremely balanced state right now on ladder, and it's sort of like this golden era where we know because there is no more content coming till Overwatch 2, Echo is the last released character until Overwatch 2, and we have quite a ways to go. At least we're in a relatively balanced position where most people are having fun, and so even though we're going to be really bored until Overwatch 2 comes out, at least we aren't shooting at shields literally all day or playing into goats, and that makes me very happy. So I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the video. Until next time. My team's dead. What do we do? Team's dead. What do we do? What? How did you know I was there? Okay. Did he watch me go there? Oh, they had a Sonic. The Sonic's in my head.
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna
I was like, oh shit.
right here.
Hey, just play high ground at the doors. Yeah, we're good. Breaking bubble.
Oh, they're hog a good spawn. Ash low, Ash low. We're here.
He's only 62 to nano. 70.
Hey, monkey uno, monkey uno.
We go.
Don't let rest, don't let rest.
Hog, hog, hog. Nice.
Nice.
Superior positioning located behind up top on the high ground. Easy game. Hey, Seagull, you're so pretty. Thanks for the face. Aw, chat. You guys are cute. Thank you, chat. He's got Sonic up. He's watching. He's always seeing. His eyes are open. Sorry, you're weak.
Got case one on the left side. Daisy retaliate, Daisy.
Mercy's down.
There's a lot of people there. Kill sorry.
Zarya. I have low shield. There's a widow in the window. Pinch.
try and shield her.
Yeah, just push her. We're good. Yeah, let's go take high ground from this Widow real quick.
She's dog. Hold on, I'm gonna go stick someone. Be right back. They have the Zarya, so I can.
Seagull, your eyebrows are missing. No, they're not, chat. It's just the NVIDIA tech is. It's a known glitch in the matrix. I mean, system. Bye, sorry. We gotta take high ground somewhere, boys. Good luck. Where are the chances you get that nano? If I big flank, where you at?
I got it.
Oh, you see me? Woo! GG!
What a game.
What a game. Dang.